Today's podcast is brought to you by Audible. Get a free audiobook download and 30-day free trial at www.audibletrial.com/secretspiceoflife. Over 180,000 titles to choose from for your iPhone, Android, Kindle, or MP3 player.
Welcome to some shit that's considered legendary.
Hey, what is going on, you variety-loving people? I hope you're ready to add some spice to your day. Welcome back to Secret Spice of Life. We're your hosts. I'm Brandon.
And I'm Jordan.
And if you're new to the podcast, welcome. Well, since it is Thursday, it is Thanksgiving. Even though we're recording this on a Wednesday, it's our Thanksgiving. This is our Friendsgiving. So we don't have any friends.
No friends.
Yeah. I just wanted to start off because the meaning of Thanksgiving is giving thanks or being grateful for the things around you, and I did this on purpose for our challenge calendar, which will happen on Wednesday, so we might as well do ours now instead of putting it on social media, the 5 things that we're grateful for.
Put me on the spot.
Yeah, you just have to have a list of 5 things you're grateful for, so you're starting.
Oh, just that you put me on the spot and then you make me go first. Family. Wait, is family and friends count as 2 different? Or do you count those as one and the same?
Those are different.
Family, friends. Obviously the food we're going to eat tomorrow, for sure. Thankful for, obviously, the house over my head and all of the, all the experiences and stuff that we get to have, especially through the podcast.
Since I was going to say family, friends, house over my head, the podcast, life, just being alive. But yeah, whenever you guys are listening to this, if you don't even follow the challenge thing, you should do that every day. Figure out what you're grateful for, because I feel if you put that, helps you put life in perspective, being aware of what you're grateful for. And I heard something interesting yesterday. I was listening to, I think it was Scott Harris on Gary Vee's podcast. I don't know if you knew who Scott Harris is, but he said it was a story. He used to be a cocaine addict, and he used to be a club promoter, and he said he was addicted to strippers and stuff like that. And he said that, but now he's the complete opposite. He's Gary's age, and he donates to charities. He runs a non-profit organization and stuff like that. So he went the complete opposite direction, and he was just saying people don't realize what they should be grateful for, but he said because they're unaware that 1/3 of the world doesn't have clean water or something like that. And he said there's this video that went viral on Twitter of this little girl that drinks the dirty water and literally throws up within seconds. They said people do that all the time.
Well, it's crazy that what's it, Flint, Michigan, has had dirty water for years now, or contaminated water for years now.
Really?
Yeah, they can't drink water or drink tap water in there, in that area.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's crazy. That sounds a place in the United States you can't even drink the water.
Yeah.
That's messed up. And then they don't even fix it.
That's crazy. I
think it's because of lead pipes or something like that.
Yeah, that's crazy. I didn't even know that. I know anywhere in the United States didn't have clean water. We live in one of the richest countries in the world.
And they can't fix pipes.
They can't fix pipes. But yeah, make sure you find something to be grateful for, because it honestly can't be that hard. But basis of this episode was a question-based episode, basically from people who listen to our podcast and just random people who decided to ask questions. We put something on our social media, I think last week or over the weekend or something like that. I just put up this is ask us questions. It doesn't have to be Thanksgiving related, and it doesn't have to be podcast related. It could just be about anything. So to get into the questions, first question's from Anthony Voss.
Oh jeez.
He said, what are your favorite foods on Thanksgiving?
Oh man. Turkey's the obvious MVP, but I'm not gonna say turkey because that's gonna be everybody's pick.
I said favorite foods, so it can be one of them.
Yeah. But my top one favorite besides the turkey is the Hawaiian rolls.
Oh,
those are fire. That's underrated as hell.
Oh yeah. Hawaiian rolls are definitely underrated, and if somebody isn't making Hawaiian rolls at your Thanksgiving, somebody's fucking up. For real.
We already got packs of them.
So yeah. So yesterday I came home, I was oh. But the one that I enjoy homemade mashed potatoes. with like gravy, like homemade gravy. That's the best for sure. That I think that's better than turkey, because turkey's nothing without mashed potatoes, in my opinion.
Oh yeah, true.
Like,
I mean, you can't have the meat without the potatoes. Like, it
Yeah.
doesn't work that way. You can't just
Yeah.
eat mashed potatoes.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess people do.
I
You can't eat mashed
I
potatoes.
could eat Hawaiian rolls without meat.
I don't like eating mashed potatoes without anything. Like, I can't eat mashed potatoes by themselves or by their.
Oh really?
Yeah.
I don't know. I just like the mashed potatoes.
I don't know.
But yeah, but like turkey's like the Robin to the Batman, which is Batman's the no, it's the mashed potatoes, and turkey's the Robin.
Turkey's the sidekick.
Yes, turkey's the sidekick in my opinion, because I don't know, it just is like I could just eat I can't eat turkey by itself, it's too dry. I don't know.
I guess I don't know.
But the second question, I think you're gonna like this question from Owen from the soccer team.
Uh-huh.
And he said, why do you think artists with lyrical skills are being put aside for less skilled, less talented artists? Not just rap. He said, by the way, it is also happening in metal, like rock music as well.
Yeah. I mean, well, I don't really listen to metal, so I can't answer that part of the question. But with rap, like we always say, all you need is a good beat to make a hit song nowadays. You don't have to know how to rap at all. 0%. Like we could like, if somebody gave us a good beat to just like say stuff over, we could have a #1 hit now. Like that's how it goes. That's how rap is nowadays. So I'm serious. Like seriously, like I don't know, like certain rappers. Mo Bamba, he's freaking Check West is probably a one-hit wonder. I listened to like his other songs.
I'm shit.
Trash.
I'm living Check West. I'm a dash Check West.
No, I
don't like that.
Mo Bamba's not even really a like good lyrical song. Literally,
yeah.
It's just that beat that gets everybody hyped. Like that's how like most rappers are, most new age rappers, and that's what people look for in music nowadays, is the sound instead of the lyrics.
Yeah. I mean, well, to answer his question, I think that like how Jordan said, you don't need the lyrical aspects anymore in this day and age, just because people look for more of like, especially because I feel like our cultures move more towards like a party culture instead of a more reserved culture. We're more exposed, whether it's like through social media or through us just putting ourselves out there, and I don't know, I feel like that music kind of inspires that as well, just because it's like upbeat and like people aren't afraid to say whatever they want. They're literally saying whatever they want over a beat. Like that's like basically what it is. And I mean, I can, like how Jordan mentioned Mo Bamba, I don't think Mo Bamba's a good lyrical song, but I'll listen to it just because it's like hype. Like I'll listen to it when I lift and stuff like that, but I can't, off the top of my head, I can't think of another like non-lyrical song I listen to when I lift. Honestly, that's the only one that comes to mind.
I mean, there's a lot of like songs that you just listen to for the like music or the beat aspect of it, like it, because it just gets you pumped. Like there's a lot of songs that aren't lyrical that people listen to.
I can't, like, I mean, not that I listen to. I can't think of like anything.
I don't know. There are.
What do you listen to? What do you listen to that's like not?
We just listen to a bunch of them in the car. Like
what?
Like songs that are just like
Gucci Lemon.
Stuff. Huh?
I'm out there just drinking Gucci Lemon.
2 Chainz.
So 2 Chainz gets off, yeah, but like what's his name, Black Bear.
Mhm.
He just.
He's not really a rapper though.
Yeah. He
so
raps a
I
little
give
bit,
him a
not
pass.
that.
I give him a pass.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I'm done.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Yeah, I can't comment on like the metal part. But for the next question, you're going first on this, just for the record, before I even ask this question. He said, Anthony again, like asked. He said, can you please give the people your best turkey impression?
Oh my god.
How do you know? I
can't even make a turkey.
I was trying to think about how to do this all day.
All I can think of is a turkey is like saying gobble. I can't make the actual noise.
It's like,
yeah,
that's like the best I can do.
Like a growl, but a nice growl.
Yeah.
Kind of. I don't know. I can't make an actual noise of a turkey.
Yeah.
I send that question back at Anthony and tell him to send us a video.
The next one is from this kid named Kane. He said, "What is one mistake you've made that you wish you could go back and change?"
I don't know. I probably like one thing that I probably wish that I would have like worked harder at some stuff back in like, I mean like sports wise in high school too. Like I wasn't really.
Yeah.
I mean like I was into it, but like not to the point where I was gonna sacrifice like hours of my day to try and get better and stuff. And
Yeah.
then that goes with school too.
Yeah.
I didn't work that hard at school, but
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like high school wasn't even something you had to like work at.
no, but I
And
mean
even
like,
college.
I mean it's not really a mistake, but it's just something that like you go back and look at and say, oh, I could have done better.
Yeah. I mean, I think about that with like sports, like how we mentioned. I think in like one of our first episodes, it was just about practicing like 10% harder or something like that.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, like if I think about like going back, seeing where I got, I think I could have got a lot farther if I put in like more
Yeah.
effort.
Yeah, that's what I mean, like, I don't know. I can't really think of a huge, like, mistake.
Yeah, I mean, it's not that we don't make mistakes. It's just I can't think of anything that like stands
that, like,
out.
yeah, that completely, like, altered life or
Yeah,
something.
I don't think I've made a mistake that like altered my life in a way. At least not for the better. Like I don't think there's any mistake I would take back that wouldn't have put me on like the path. Like I don't like to say don't live life without regrets, but like there's nothing I wouldn't change in my life just because like I'm fine where I am.
Yeah, I mean, like, I don't know. Sometimes things just happen for a reason. I guess that's like what people say. I mean, they do happen for a reason all the time, but
Yeah.
I can't think of any glaring like things that I would go back and completely change.
Yeah, no, I can't think of anything off the top of my head either. So the next one is from Alan Fry.
Mm-hmm.
Man, he said, "What is your biggest life fear?" So I guess your biggest fear in life, or I'm not really sure. It was just like kind of that kind of threw me off, like the wording, but
shoot. I mean, what are we talking here? Like, anything?
Anything, yeah. It's like your biggest fear in life.
Until when was it? June when we went to Vegas? Was that June? July?
Flying.
Like yeah, I mean, like flying in an airplane was like my biggest fear because I didn't do it since I was 6 years old, or whatever. Whenever we went to Disney, 5 or 6. But besides that, it would be like something like I don't know, like having to live life like the way I don't want it to be, like working a job or something that you hate your whole life, or like doing such stuff that you don't want to do all the time.
Yeah,
like something.
Yeah, being
those
stuck, being one of those people that have to come home every day and be like, "Oh, I hate my job."
Yeah,
I want to be one of those people. That's definitely. I mean, I don't think it's a fear because I think.
I mean, you don't want to be in that situation.
So yeah. I mean, yeah. Again, I understand. I don't know. My fear is losing loved ones. I guess that's the only like real fear. Real fear that's not an irrational one like spiders or something like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's mine. And next one is from Joyce, our cousin Joyce.
Mm-hmm. Was this that in-depth question?
It's a two-parter.
I don't even remember.
The first part is looking ahead to the holiday season. What is one or two things you plan to do this year, if anything, to change it up? She said she misses Christmas caroling. I wish people did that more.
So one or two things to change it up.
Yeah.
I mean, if we're talking, I mean, like between Thanksgiving and Christmas, can we count that as the holiday season? I guess.
Yeah.
At least, like me and Dad and stuff might be taking a trip. That's like one thing that could be a little different. Yeah, that could be a little different than normal. Like normally we don't do anything between the holidays really, besides having dinner here with the family.
Yeah.
But we might be going on a trip to North Carolina. I'm trying to think what else. Something that we could change here. I don't know. Come up with something else.
For me,
Yeah, just come up with one more thing. Like it could be like we could just have the same thing. It's hard to come up with.
Am I going to North Carolina?
I don't know. Are you?
I don't know. But I mean, the question's kind of confusing though, so I don't know if she means
Just 1 or 2 things that you'd do differently than normal. That's what I take it as.
Oh, okay, that's fair. Well, upcoming on I think it's Friday. I can't read that, but it says do something new.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna do yoga. Never done yoga since like when we were forced to do it in gym class one time. I think we did yoga, or some like basic yoga. I want to try like a 90-minute yoga like instructed class, and I think that would be intense. But that's something I want to do.
How many muscles are you gonna tear during that session?
So all of them. I don't know. I'll see. I'll come home in a full body cast.
I don't think like I'm thinking like something during the holidays though, like that we would change, like something that actually relates to the holiday season. That would be different. That we could do different than normal.
Well, I have like an idea. I saw this on one of the lunch ladies at my college put this up on her Facebook. Riley showed it to me. She makes like, you remember booing, how me and Riley did that for Halloween, but for Christmas, I can't remember what it's called. It's like a care package type thing, and there's like snacks, $5, and like a bunch of other stuff people would need, and she goes out and like hands it to homeless people. She just like,
who does?
Like my lunch lady.
Oh,
She'll just like carry them with her in her car or whatever, and it's like hand them out to people.
yeah.
Like, I mean, that's something new people could do if they need something to do during the holidays, especially because it's like the season of giving.
Yeah, for sure. Like, that would fit perfectly.
Yeah.
What's the second part of her question?
She said, do you think my generation and your mom and dad's the same as mine? Unnecessarily fuss and stress too much over the holidays. If so, what truths can we learn from your generation about how to make the holidays more enjoyable?
Oh, well, obviously, yeah. I think everybody like stresses too much over the holidays.
Yeah.
I feel like the last couple of days here, man, we got to clean the whole house up and everything, you know.
Yeah.
Like everything has to be spotless for the day of dinner, for people to come here for 2 hours.
Yeah.
And leave. Like, you work for days to clean the house for that.
Mm-hmm.
And I think just people like care too much what other people think of what their house is gonna look like and
Yeah.
everything. I mean, like I mean, don't like leave your house cluttered and stuff, because that's kind of disrespectful to your company. But but it doesn't have to be completely spotless.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, like, lessons that they could take from us. just don't worry about it. I don't want to say what I was gonna say, but
what? Okay, but I mean, I agree. I think people care too much, and they feel like that they have to stress over it, even though there's nothing to stress about. Like, the people that are coming to Thanksgiving are probably people you spent the last 7 Thanksgivings with. To be completely honest, and they're all family or close friends.
Or last 23.
yeah, the last 23 in our case. But yeah, I don't think that's something you should stress over at all. Especially because it's supposed, like, the holidays are something you're supposed to enjoy.
Yeah.
And it's like time off from work, and like it's the time to spend with your family and people you care about.
People stress themselves out more over the holidays than they do over their work.
Yeah, like and if you're stressed about like making food and stuff like that, like trying to get it all done in the morning. There's this old guy at the gym named Bill. He said that his son's a chef for like a huge company, and they make Thanksgiving dinner, like Thanksgiving Day, for 550 people on average, they said. And he's like man, he's like, how do you do it? And he said his son said, Dad, it's not that hard. We take our time and prepare for this. He said he said this is what we do. He said one night we make the salad. He said starting like Monday of the week, Tuesday we like marinate whatever you would marinate. I don't know how to prepare Thanksgiving. I've never done this. But and he said then like Wednesday we stuff the turkey and get the turkey ready. And he said then you just have it all ready in the morning. And he said you put it all together, like throw it in the oven and like cook it in the morning. He said and he's like I did that last year. He said I prepared like a couple of days ahead, and he said it was like super easy. He said, so if you're like stressed about making food, just take the time out of your like an hour out of your week every day, like the days leading up to Thanksgiving, and prepare like the food that you're gonna make.
Yeah, I mean, like, yeah, that's another thing though. Like, everybody like backs their preparation day up to like the day
Yeah,
or 2 days
yeah.
before Thanksgiving, and then
Uh-huh.
that's why it makes it so stressful.
Yeah.
Instead of like slowly getting there.
And
They
also
Yeah, go ahead.
like Thanksgiving tradition, at least from the perspective of like pilgrims and stuff like that, everybody used to bring something to the table. Like somebody bring the dessert, somebody bring the turkey, somebody bring like the ham,
Yeah.
like all that stuff. Like if it's that hard
Yeah,
on you,
if
then
you-
have other people bring stuff
you
for
could
you.
have
Like
each guest bring one thing. And
Yeah.
then the meal's made. Like
Yeah.
you only have to make the turkey or whatever. Like
That's-
the host makes the turkey, and then everybody else brings the sides.
yeah, that's what they do at like most friendsgivings too. They'll
Yeah.
have like somebody make the pie and they'll make the turkey at like wherever they're going to. But yeah, I mean, and especially for like Christmas and stuff, I feel like Christmas shouldn't be that stressful. You're giving people gifts, like it's just take the time to figure out where the gifts are and how you're gonna get them. Like it's not that I did that. I literally did that today.
What?
Like figured out what gifts I was getting for people.
You bought gifts
I
already?
didn't buy them yet. I
Oh,
have to
jeez,
wait
I was
till
gonna say,
tomorrow.
Holy crap.
I have to wait till tomorrow to buy them, but
Or Friday, you mean?
not tomorrow.
Oh, I guess tomorrow.
Right,
Yeah.
yeah.
Black Friday's on Thursday.
Oh yeah, well,
now.
like, yeah,
Everybody
it's
forgets.
it's Wednesday now. Just
Yeah.
yeah. The Thanksgiving night.
Enjoy your holiday.
Mhm.
Be grateful for what you have.
Mhm.
Show appreciation to your family and friends. And
Yeah.
drink up.
Yeah. Yep. Drink up. But yeah. Make sure you rate something. And 5 things that you're grateful for. What? Just follow that.
Almost choked on it.
Jesus. Yeah, make sure you write down 5 things that you're grateful for on Thanksgiving, and make sure you show appreciation of the things that you are grateful for, like your friends and family. But if you're listening to the podcast, make sure you rate and review us if you appreciate us and you're grateful for us. Download the podcast, share with all your friends. If you're watching this on YouTube, like, comment, share, subscribe. The full-length podcast will be in the description as always. Make sure you follow us on all of our social media, our Facebook, Snapchat, Instagram, Twitter. Make sure you check out our blog. Jordan's been putting up a bunch of blogs, so you might find one that's interesting. He wrote about like college basketball and a bunch of other things in there. I mean, if you haven't checked out our November challenge calendar yet, it's not too late to join. Challenge yourself for the rest of the month if you can. Make sure you check out our website and our Patreon and donate to the tiers to enhance your viewing and listening experience. And as always, have a positive and productive day.
Welcome to some shit that's considered legendary.